Hi, everybody.
Hello. Welcome to my September book haul video. I have quite a few down here to show you. I'm saying down here, not in a gross way. It is laying on the floor in front of us. I have a couple that are from book signings, and most of them are from the used bookstore because that's how I roll these days. And there's a couple from Target and stuff. So I'm going to get right into it. The first one is the Fifth Wave. Is that what it's called? The Fifth Wave series? I don't know. By Yancey. I have the first one and the second one, The Infinite Sea. The third one, I don't remember what it's called. But I'm going to wait till it comes out in paperback before I buy it because, as we all know, that is also how I roll. So I got.
And if you don't know that, then you haven't watched our Q&A.
Right. But you've watched this, and now you know.
Go back and watch the Q&A.
So, now I got those two.
What is the Lord of the Dark? Are they the chapter breaks? They are. Are the parts? Is that chapter or parts? I think those are chapters.
I don't know.
The whole dark, the stars and everything. That's cool. Sorry, I had to point that out. It was nifty.
The second one is from the Leigh Bardugo signing that we went to a couple of weeks ago. This one is Crooked Kingdom. I have yet to buy Six of Crows. I am really looking forward to this. Just, I wanted to read this, but now that I've actually met her and seen how cool she is, it's like I doubly want to read it. So, yeah.
What will you do
Excited.
since you have to wait for the rest of the series to come out?
I don't
You're
know.
gonna have a
But
while.
it's signed to Emily. It's like we know each other.
Did you end up getting the same playing card that I did?
Yeah. We got these little playing cards that she had out, and if you picked a certain one, you got to win a poster. And, of course, we didn't win.
Yeah, it was only like 6 out of all of us that I think they got one.
So the next next series is the Water Song by Amanda Hocking. And I found these in pretty awesome, if I do say so myself, condition at the used bookstore. And I have Lullaby, which is the first one, Wake, and that's a little sticky, Tidal.
The back of that one.
There was a sticker there at one point.
You use some glue on, Missy.
So, yes, I do. I need to clean those up. I really like Amanda Hocking. I liked her Chill series and the spinoff, the Canaan Chronicles. I read all of those. She has one that really cranks out her books. She outlines like meticulously before she even starts writing, and then she ends up writing the whole entire series at one time. So all of her books come out really close together, which for someone like me is really great because
like months.
Yeah,
I think when her
it's
Trill
really
series
short.
came out, she was still self-published.
Yeah,
and they were like a month or two apart. I mean, it was like bam, bam, bam.
Oh, and I've read her self-published series too, the My Blood Proofs. I have that one on my Kindle, and I really like that one too. But there's a book there's supposed to be the last book that we've been waiting years, and I don't think that she said she was gonna write it, and then she's like, oh, I don't really know that I feel like I can. So that's kind of upsetting, but it was a good series.
Maybe someday.
Side note. The next one is Rebel Angels by Libba Bray. And if you watched I can't remember which one it was, but one of my other book haul videos, I got A Great and Terrible Beauty, also by Libba Bray, so this is the second one. And can I just say, you can't really tell. Do you see the, frayed pages?
That's cool.
It's one of my most favorite features when they
call
do that.
Like untrimmed or something, or uncut or whatever, when they don't smooth them out all evenly.
No, I don't remember what it's called.
Unfinished? Maybe it's unfinished or something like that. It's got a specific
name. It does
name.
have a specific name. If you know what it is, leave a comment for us below. And then the third one I want to get to, and I've seen it several times at the used bookstore, and that sucker is huge. It's like twice the size of this one. So when I get that one, I can read these. Guys, I don't know anything about these. If you've read them and you really like them or whatever, let me know. Next one is Shiver, and if you had watched one of my other book hauls as well, I had the last two in this series, and then I found this one, And this one looks like brand spanking new. So
It doesn't look like it's been opened or anything.
it doesn't.
You wouldn't know that it was from the used bookstore.
Yeah, no kidding.
As you can tell,
So
when we
this
shop
one's
at the
Shiver.
used bookstore, we're very particular.
We're pretty picky about condition.
Well, because we both are kind of, even though you actually read your copies, there's still like artwork. It's not like some people buy them, read them, and pass them on, and that's not why we buy ours. So we're very picky when we go through the used bookstore.
If it's something that I really, really enjoyed that I could see myself reading again, I definitely will keep it. I have just started the practice of if there's something that I feel like I won't read again, I'm kind of amping myself up for saying it's okay if I get rid of it. And that way I can make room for something else that I've not read.
That you might want to keep and read again.
So, Shiver, this one's by Maggie Stiefvater. So,
great series,
next
great
one
series.
Is, never mind the post-it note, it has my name on it from the signing. Empire of Storms, Sarah J. Maas, you guys all know. I'll show you my little signature, if I can get to it.
The post-it is really causing issues.
Well, I want to keep it.
You want to keep the post-it?
Yes.
Seriously?
Intact. Everything is as it should be.
I can't believe you kept the post-it.
Yeah.
That's so funny. It was not even by the author. The person from the bookstore wrote it.
Shh. Nightshade. This is the first novel in that series by Andrea Cremer. I read this series. Megan actually let me read it. And then she gave me all of her copies because she wasn't wild about it. Or what? You didn't really want to read it again?
No,
I'm
glad I read it, but I don't think it's one I'll go pick up again.
I might read it again.
I might give it a shot on audiobook because at the time I was still reading the hard copies.
Yeah.
So.
But sometimes
if it's a great.
My tongue. She gave me the paperback copy that she had of this one, and I found this at the used bookstore, and it's actually the different cover, and I kind of prefer this cover over the other one. If I'll insert a picture of I think it's the first edition, but it's just weird because it's like her face, and then there's like a phantom wolf coming out of her face because they're wolf shifters, but it's just a weird cover. I like this one much better, and it also has the frayed pages. You can see it better here. I love that, man. But I just like this one, and it's hardback, and all my other ones are hardback, and yeah. That's what I have to say about that. Next one, I also got the used bookstore, Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I'm looking forward to reading this one as well. I've heard really good things about it. I've heard not so good things about it. But, I mean, it's a bloody crown. How could you not be intrigued by that?
So, is it fantasy?
I think so.
Paranormal,
I'm pretty sure it's fantasy.
I haven't heard anything about this
but
series.
The inside is beautiful. Isn't that just really pretty?
It's kind of. Is it glossed or no?
No, I don't think it is. And then I also got the second one, which will be in my next month's haul. But, yep, looking forward to that one. Next one, I also snagged at the used bookstore. This is a recurring theme, if you haven't noticed. This one's Unearthly, and it is also part of, is it a trilogy, Megan?
Yes.
It's a trilogy. Megan's read this one.
I think
I have yet to read it.
I can't remember the name of the series. I can't remember if it's called the Unearthly series or if it has a different title in the series.
I don't remember, but
Bad
Cynthia
me.
Hand.
I don't remember. It's been several years ago since I read that series.
But, you know.
It was good, though.
I'm really big on.
Angels.
Oh. I'm really big on covers. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I don't care, but if a good cover can draw me in, then that's a good sign. But I will say that there was one series in particular that the cover was beautiful, the books were not so beautiful.
Oh, I've the other way around. I've read some, especially self-published, some wonderful, wonderful books that were by, it was like their first book. Nobody ever heard of them before, and the book was fantastic, full of mistakes, and the cover was god-awful, and it was a fabulous book. So,
yeah. Well, and even, I know a lot of people have said with Rochelle Mead's Vampire Academy, the original covers are kind of dumb, and they did get kind of revamped. The original cover is still there, but the VA for Vampire Academy is still on there, so they look a little bit better. But, fantastic series. The cover is just not that great. Mm-hmm. So, it's unfortunate, but that's not really the point, is it? And then this is my find from our warehouse sale trip that we went to from the used bookstore. They had a deal going where you shop in their warehouse and you can fill up a grocery sack, and whatever you can fit inside the grocery sack is $5. So this was the only book out of that trip that I bought, and Megan bought it for me.
Well, I had enough room for one more book, and I couldn't buy anything else, so I just got it. I mean, we got like 9 books for $5, so it would have been 75 cents or something?
Something like that, but it's a hardback copy.
Here you go.
And the one,
happy reading.
Thank you. I did have the paperback copy of this one, so it was really
awesome. Mass Market. Was it Mass Market, or was it just a regular paperback?
I'm not sure.
Anyway.
I'm not sure. But it's in really great condition, and I know this series is really controversial, this book in particular, but we're talking about fiction here, people, and I really liked it.
Well, I like the foreign settings and all the...
I like just Robert Langdon as a character.
Yeah. Well, it's a mystery. So. It's a puzzle-solving book, and I like those kinds.
And also, his chapters kind of rock because they're really short chapters, so you're like, man, I'm flying through this thing. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I do have Lost Symbol and Inferno in hardback, and then
Angels and Demons? I
need to get Angels and Demons. I have it in paperback, but I need to get it in hardback. So I was a little wiggly when I saw this. A lot of wiggly. So that's it. For September, October, the end of October, man, we'll be here before we know it. So I have 2 books in my October pile already. And Megan, do you have any started for October?
No, because I did my one from our signing yesterday. I put in my first giant haul, so... But I'm sure I'll have some because I have a birthday in October. So I'm sure, hopefully, if family, nudge, nudge, gets me books on my wish list, then I'll have, my October book haul will also be my birthday book haul. So that's exciting.
The double whammy.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note, we'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.